Hello there, I'm coming live from Nyabohanse village, East Africa, Kenya. I'm at home at Kasadi Mama, and it's a very bad morning because we didn't sleep okay. We had rains, we had havoc, wrecking of some parts of the village. But all in all, we firstly want to thank God for life because so far so good. We haven't heard that anyone was harmed by the heavy rains. We thank God for life because I believe everyone in general, because you know, in villages, when something happens to a person, the rumors travels faster than you sending money to me. Okay, that is just by the way. It travels faster than the process of sending money to someone. Do you know that? So far so good. It is very early in the morning, and we haven't heard that anyone was harmed through yesterday's havoc or rain or heavy rains. So we want to give you an update on what was happening. Firstly and foremost, we're going to start by around here at home. That is why I'm coming live from Kasadi Mama at home here, and we thank God because things are very good. Things are very much intact because we didn't experience any rain here. Okay, there was rain, but not the hailstorms. That is what I meant. We didn't experience the hailstorm because look at everything around. Everything is intact. Nothing was like destroyed. We're gonna get to the rooftop. That is the main concern. But before we get up there, we just want to go around the compound to confirm that everything is literally back to normal, or nothing was harmed. Big boys, oh, slowly. Why are you always like this? How are you? Is it, oh, this is Sniper. How are you, Sniper? How are you, Big Mama? How are you doing with your little boo-boos? She has babies. How are you, Big Mama? Oh, he scared me. He was already here. I thought he was there, so I was just coming. How are you? I missed you. You good? That is Sniper. They are very much in good condition. We thank God. You know, it was so scary. The way we had, you know, we have phone calls, so it was like, oh, the rains have really destroyed. So like, I think it didn't rain to the entire parts of Nyabohanse. We live in Nyabohanse village. We have different parts, but some parts like close to the river, it did rain a lot. With my home is on the other side, let's say the outskirts of Nyabohanse, called Nyamwini. So that is where the stones hit hard, the hailstones. It hit hard. Here, let's get into Chef Matiko and Laura's house. You see the leaves fell, meaning there was a lot of wind, and some water is still here. Everything is good, we thank God. God is great, you know. So as it was raining, I was imagining what if we were living in those grass-thatched houses back then? Everything is intact, thanks to God. Glory be to God. No, nothing was destroyed over here. You know, we thank God because what this rain did, it was nothing to joke with. Trying to check, because you might find even there's a crack or a wall because of the rains maybe, but God is good and he has protected us on this other side of Nyabohanse. So it was raining at night, and I was talking to my mama. She was like, I imagine if we were still living in those grass-thatched houses and this rains like this, what would we have done? Because literally everyone would be sleeping outside. I don't know which outside, because outside there was water. Banana trunks, they're still intact, and one here, yeah, this one is carrying a very big banana produce, so everything here is good. If we had those houses, the houses would have been swept away because they're made of mud, and the roofs just thatched, which are tied around with some twine. You guys know twine? Grass thatched houses normally are tied around by twine. So I'm going up the rooftop to check on Mama's roof. You know, this rain was no joke. It came to rain and it didn't joke any. Have you ever been sent and you deliver? God sent the rain and it delivered. Nature. It's called Mother Nature. We don't blame. Mother Nature is not something to joke with. I've been seeing on televisions, on the internet, how Mother Nature gets to destroy properties, and what I can tell is that it is nothing to joke with. So I'm at the rooftop and I'm looking at the surrounding just to confirm how our home is. Down there everything is intact. You can see the trees, the bananas. So we get up here to the rooftop and I'm gonna go around walking carefully to make sure you guys counter check with us. Our roof, nothing was wrecked, thank God. Oh, right now I know if Chef Matiko was watching on the videos from the village, he was holding his heart like this. Oh my goodness, what will be happening right now at home? Remember, he's in Spain and he saw the news. You are far and then you see the news of your village being wrecked apart. What will be in your mind? I think he was watching the videos and his heart was like beating boom boom boom. If not, he was holding his heart in the hands and be like, God, please protect my home. Everything is intact. I came up here to check on the roof. You know, the rain, I heard it was so windy on the other sides, so I could imagine if it carried Mara's solars, what could it have done to those iron sheets that haven't been placed in a good way? That is to tell, here on Chef Matiko we have Matiko Designs, and we build, we renovate, we purchase lands, and from what you can see, everything is intact. So if you want to contact him with building, you can tell the rain was heavy and it didn't wreck anything, meaning they do a very good and amazing job. Kindly hit down the number below for any business, for building, for renovation, consult. You get to know, because if we can deliver this and it's not wrecked with heavy rains, meaning he can give you something to live up to. If it's a house, they'll build you a house, a very strong house that although it's God who protects, not us, but what they put there is a lot of effort, a lot of hard work, and you know, good job. So kindly, for business, contact the number below. If you want to build, renovate, purchase a land, we do all that. So everything is good. The iron sheet, the roof, this hidden roof, it's hidden for a purpose, but I don't know which purpose. I'm sorry. With me, what I can tell, maybe I remember when I was at Nasto's place the other time, we were having a little talk, seeing the progress he's doing. He said something about the hidden roof. They are very cheap but expensive. Very cheap in a manner that putting a hidden roof, it doesn't require a lot of iron sheets. Just have a look at this. It doesn't require a lot of iron sheets, but underline but, if the person installing the roof, the iron sheet, does not do a good job, when the rain comes, trust me, the roof will just be leaking. That is why I'm telling you, from the outside, we're gonna go inside and confirm Mama's house and see. You know, if you want to know maybe the roof is leaking, you'll just look at the walls. From the walls don't hide, especially we have white walls inside there. They were painted white. You'll just see some traces of water. If not leaking directly, they'll be leaking from the other side. So we're gonna go also inside Mama's house to counter check, so that if you want to do business with Engineer Matiko, with Chef Matiko, you just know the people you can trust to install your roof with no problems at all when it comes to heavy rains. So up here also, glory to God, because we don't have any problem. Have that little solar over there. I think it's the one that is giving light to the security light on the other side. Here we use electricity, and since yesterday when it rained, we've been having a blackout till now. I think there must be a problem with the posts, electric posts, a post like this one. That's what I'm referring to. There might have been a tree fall, because these posts, normally they fall when, I don't know, maybe those ones that are not very strong, or they didn't dig deeper enough to withhold the weight of the post. So in Nyabohanse village we have a blackout since yesterday night. When it was raining, we had electricity all over, but when it stopped, I think it's when there was something wrong somewhere. But I think our electricity companies will be handling that before the end of the day. Just hope so. Because it's all over. We don't have electricity at all. It's just a blackout since yesterday night at 8 p.m. 7 to 8 p.m. Yeah, something like that, because it was coming, going. So we don't have lights right now, as well as Wi-Fi. People use Wi-Fi with electricity, except for those who have solars. Those don't use electricity. So we just hope everything is okay. Wow, I'm looking at this avocado tree, and I can see ripe avocados over there. I don't know who can get them for us. I can't climb on a tree. Gosh, I'm a girl. So let's get inside before we get to our shambas or farms to see how much good or bad the rain did to us. Let's get to see Mama's roof. Alright guys, we want to see from the inside. Oh, there's no electricity. We have a blackout. See? Mama's house is smelling good. So we're just here to confirm and see if we have any leakings from the roof. Nothing. Everything is very much intact, and we thank God. This is God, because other people, they woke up to a mystery. And we pray that may God comfort their hearts, like our cousin Nasto. Pray that God may comfort him also. Yeah, so in here we have her Mama's house is very good. It's very much intact. Nothing was wrecked. There's no electricity. That is why you can see the house is dark. But with the windows, we have plenty of... Actually, we haven't opened the windows yet. But we normally have plenty of light coming inside Mama's house. This Kasadi Mama. That is Uncle from the outside trying to clean Mama's compound, you see? Yeah, we have a blackout, guys. So please understand us. So I've just opened the other side. I haven't. So I'm counter-checking to see the roof, if there was any leakings. We don't have. Everything is so much intact. Yeah, the only thing we don't have is electricity. So we're gonna go on the other land. We've checked our two lands here where Mama planted maize, and everything is okay. So we want to check on the land down there, because that is where we've had there was a lot of wreckage. I'm out of words. All right. Okay. On this side, gonna go down there and see how things are. Everything is much okay. Only some digging. Uncle coming earlier to do some weeding out or digging out weeds from the flowers to make sure they are okay. Right guys, so let's head down there and see what's up. I mean, look, We have 2 of them, but we're going to start with the one that is down here and see how it is. I imagine there's a clip I watched on YouTube. So in that area it rained like it was such a wreck and the trees were falling down. I just want to thank God because on this side of ours of the village we are safe and sound because no trees fell. So let's check on our land. We hope everything is okay, especially the maize. And by the way, today Auntie was supposed to come and add some fertilizer. So I don't know. She's there, meaning our maize are in good condition. Thank God. Let's check it out. Huko kwetu hakukuharibiwa. Si sana. Lakini amelalala. Nsemo yo. Yari kweya. Kwanza nsemo yo yari kweya ilikuwa inafagia. Guys, look at our maize. Auntie is saying where? Auntie is saying they are not in very bad condition, but this is how they look like. They are sleeping. Oh God of Abraham, have mercy on us. What did we do wrong? Have you ever been attacked by something and then you're like, God, what did I do wrong? Oh my. Look at this. Although not really bad, they will still. Si hizi bado zitaendelea kukua. Zitakuwa tu, si ndio? Auntie is saying kwa nini? Rigoro ni rutuba. Wapi? Auntie is saying they usually say She's saying when the maize have been hit by hailstones, those stones themselves, they ought to grow big. You know, they produce a lot of maize. So let's wait and see. If it's true, we're gonna see in this harvest. This is how they look like. You see? Not in a very bad shape though, but she's saying they'll grow and they will give us thick and big produce. I don't know if I should call it thick, but yo. Alright guys, this is the condition of this other land. Not much destroyed. Shkamo? Not much destroyed, but they're also not in good condition because look at this. You know, I'm not going to interfere with them because Auntie has said they are going to do well. So let's see if Auntie is telling the truth as we wait for the harvesting season. Is it true? Is it how is it called? Just a belief, myths and misconceptions. We're gonna see. Although it gives hopes though that the maize that have been hit by hailstones, they ought to grow big and give us big produce. Let's wait. So in the meantime, let's check on the other farm up there. It's so weird that this rain didn't hit only the entire area of Nyabohanse, just some parts. Auntie saying, Mama Avocado Man's mama, she's saying when she came from her home, actually since yesterday night, it rained a little, that nothing was destroyed. So it means it's just some part, not the entire Nyabohanse village. Okay? Because you've seen Mama's maize are in good condition, although not 100%. like 60 to 70. So let's go up there and see the other land. Are those dogs? I'm scared of dogs. Oh my. Guys, can you hear those dogs roaring like lions down there? See, our neighbor's maize are in very good shape. Earlier on, she was over there weeding out, the owner of this part. Also thank God for her, because I imagined the rain, but her maize were protected and in very good condition. And I think the upper side, the maize are in good shape too. We're coming back, but before that, even Mama's flowers are in very good condition. Like this side, things didn't get wrecked as bad as it was. What do you think, guys? Let me know down in comment section. Why do you think? Or is it because it's by the riverside? Because those areas close to the riverside, even the other land by that, the one that is Chef Matiko's land, Uncle is saying it has been destroyed bad. We're gonna get there and see. So what do you think could be the problem? Is it the river, the closeness to the river, that made it rain hailstones on the other side? These maize are still intact, but let's get there and confirm. I might see it from here. We don't have no problems here. The little maize that are still growing, they are very much intact. See that? We don't have anything bad. So in our two lands, we thank God. You know, it's God working. It's no man's working or whatever or whatsoever. It is God's working. So we thank God, because our two lands are in very good shape. Nothing was destroyed. Yeah, so our next stop will be the other land, the third land that is down there, where we've had a lot of disaster happened. You know what made even me to come on this side this early is that this side of Nyabohansi, we didn't even know the rain was that heavy, because there were no hailstones, especially the marketplace. The people who live towards the marketplace, not on this other side, like the riverside, everything was in good condition. Whew. Let's get down there and see if we're gonna get good news or bad news, because down there we planted, Uncle planted bananas. I showed you banana trunks on our previous video. There were sugarcane, pawpaws, tomatoes, kales. Yesterday he went in the evening to plant kales. Oh God, I just hope everything is okay. So let's head down there and see. So guys, we are on this side of the road, heading to the land where Chef had okay, not chef but uncle Sorry, I'm just confused. Look at what the rains had done. This was almost taken down. Like a lot of things, we just thank God because nowadays people are building strong houses. I can imagine if it was back then in the days where our mothers and fathers would build those grass thatched houses, and then such a rain comes around. Look at the leaves, the fence, things were really taken down. Look at the leaves from this mango tree. I'm telling you. Hi, Skamo. Salama. Asante. I was greeting our mama there. Look at this. I'm telling you, if it was those houses, today we would have woken up. I don't know if people would have even woken up. They would have looked for a refugee camp somewhere, because right now we have it wasn't even like a lot of years back. It's only some years. I can see some hailstones still around the corner. Gosh, they're still here. This was a disaster, guys. If it was grass thatched houses, people would have slept outside, a lot of them. Thank God things have evolved. People are building strong houses. Yeah. Look at this. They're so cold. If it was clean, I would have eaten. We really loved eating this. Oh my God. What the village is clear. The bushes, I don't know if this is Mama Ann's farm. I just came to check on the land that we were showcasing you previously in this channel, if it's okay, because Uncle had planted tomatoes, pawpaws, sugarcane, bananas, and some other onions. You know, let's go up there and see. It was kind of sweeping. Gosh, look at this place. Yeah, this was terrible. Wish we could go down by the river and see how it is. Let's check this land up here. Yeah. I'm standing from a distance and the leaves, oh gosh, the leaves are down. Oh my, what? I don't know if on this land they had planted maize. There's no maize. Gosh. When we came here in our previous videos, actually I had to walk on this other path because maize had started growing on this land, on our neighbor's land. And today there's no maize. Oh my goodness. Look at how this tree was slashed. Gosh, this is a disaster. Oh my God. I'm trying to open this. Oops. This one even can't be held, right? Give me. Do you remember the columns? Or the portions that I was talking about? There are no portions right now. It is a very wide land with no portions. Gosh, trust me, the seeds they had planted, that Uncle had planted, Oops, I'm even sinking. It is, I don't know. Oh God. Look at this. The seeds that were planted for the veggies have been swept away on this land. Over here, Uncle had planted what is that type of green? Jute leaves and nightshade. It has been swept away. There's nothing here. Oh my goodness, look at this land. It is now a bare land with nothing at all. No tomatoes. Goodness. There are no tomatoes. Look at this. There are tomatoes on this column, the whole of it. They have been, see what has remained. Look at this. This is a stem broken. Oh my goodness. Look at that. What a disaster, dear God. Oh my goodness. Look at this. We don't have tomatoes no more. Oh my. The whole of this part up to that end, it was tomatoes, but see what we have right now. See that? There's nothing. They've been swept away. Oh my goodness, there's nothing. It has been swept away. There are no tomatoes. All efforts have gone for Uncle. Let me put my bag away. Dear God, where are the purples? Where did this rain come from? Guys, have you ever experienced this? You know, yesterday when it was raining, it didn't like hit the entire village. Only some parts. The entire Nyabohanse village did not experience this. Only some parts. I don't know how I would explain it to you because I know you don't have the map of here, but only some parts close to the river. You know, we have a river on the other side, and I'm gonna take you that because if you had seen maybe on Mara's video, it was flooded. So that was yesterday in the evening at around 7, 8, I don't know. We are gonna go there. I'm gonna take you there so we see the condition right now, because I believe it's morning right now. It is 8 a.m. in the morning. We're gonna go there and see if the water went down a little, because I don't know where the rain came from, honestly. Have you guys ever experienced such a thing? I'm trying to look for the purpose. Right now, if you come to this land, you'll be like, oh God, it is bare land. There's nothing here. You didn't plant anything. Look at, oh my goodness. Look at the purpose. This is what we have. See? There's nothing. It is a bare land. If I stand from this angle here, see, it is a bare land with nothing. Yet only 2 days when we came here, everything was okay. The purples were already adapted to the soil. They were coming out so well. This is a, I don't know how to call it. It's so sad. I really feel like crying. The onions. There's no onions. There were onions on this part of the land. This is what we have right now. They have been taken down. And you see, these are the sugar cane. I believe I explained to you why we have this, because this is how we plant. Maybe if there are seeds that we can use to plant sugarcane with, but with us here we normally use the tips. When you cut sugarcane stem, you leave the top part, which is the tip, and now you can plant it. But for these ones, they are very strong, because when planting sugarcane, we normally insert them deeper into the soil so that the roots, it could start get adapted to the soil from the deeper end. So with these ones, they survived. But you know what has been taken down is what was actually supposed to be here. But look at what we have right now. The entire of this column up to that end, this was for onions, and there's nothing here. Look at the bananas. This is what happened to the leaves. They were even struggling to survive. Look at this. It's like somebody was trying to pull it. This was the rain. But at least the banana trunks are very strong. They withstood the rain. Is it withstanding the strong and heavy rains? Only the leaves that are, remember it was hailstorm, only the leaves that were kinda, you know, they look ugly. Gosh, hey, you know, this is even confusing. I don't know whether to cry or whether to laugh. It is so confusing. But all in all, health is important, because even on this, oh gosh, I'm seeing the owner of the land that I came by. He's seated there on the ground, and he's looking at his land. He's so tired. This is so sad. He's looking at his land, and he's seated down holding his head. I think he's just looking at all the efforts that have gone to waste, and it is so sad. I just pray that God may give people strength around here, because this is not an ordinary thing that happened around here. I don't know. If you're watching this, we pray to God that may God comfort people. You know, okay, I know we didn't lose anyone, because so far here in the village, everyone is okay. No one was hurt, no one was harmed. But the lands, the efforts, the money have gone to waste. You know, that is another thing. It's a very big thing. So seeing that man seated down there, and I feel like crying. Gosh, it is so sad. His land is so big. I mean, from up there, I'm not gonna point because he's seated down there. You'll wonder, what is she doing? The entire of his land, there's nothing. It is clean. Like, do you know clean? It just looks like this one. You see how clean it is? Like there's nothing we had planted here earlier. That is how his land is looking like. And yet he had planted, he even added fertilizer, and they had weeded out. The maize were big. So right now the land is flat. The rain swept the maize, the entire of it. It is so sad. I pray that God may comfort people's heart in the village. When I was walking towards this end, people are their fans. Even right now when I'm standing here, there's that end where you can see some iron sheets. On that other end, I can see people on the land. They're just holding their waists. You know, when you're looking at something with surprise, they're just holding their waists, and I don't know what they're talking, but all I know is that this rain didn't joke around this time. If you're watching this, kindly keep praying for us so that this doesn't happen. But you know, with me, what I thank God for is that despite the fact that it rained, heavily destroyed properties, like I saw what it did to Mara's. It was so big. The pain in his voice when he was talking yesterday, and I just pray to God that he's okay, because you can imagine that entire rain that destroyed all that rained on him. You know, we pray to God that he's okay. God keep him safe. You know, it is so sad waking up to a disaster like this. Thank God that the houses people are building nowadays, they are very strong, as I was saying before. Because I imagined if it was places like there's a place I was at, Turkana. Those people, they don't have houses like ours here. They have grass thatched, kind of a makeshift. It's not even a house. It's more of a makeshift, because I don't know how to explain it, but if it was that we had here in the village, trust me, people would have slept outside. I don't know if in the bush with all the water around, I don't know. But we thank God people are alive and okay and healthy. Maybe for those who are rained on, maybe those who are outside, because it didn't even give us a sign. When you see the rain is heavy, sometimes it gives us some signs. You can see the cloud is more darker, like dark, and you can hear the light, you can see the lightning, the thunderstorm, but it didn't. It was as clear as this. If you see a sky clear like this, and then in a blink of an eye it is already dark, you are not even ready. You haven't, maybe for those even who had left clothes outside, some things that could be destroyed by the rains. Right now everyone is outside on their land trying to look at the losses they are encountering. And I don't know about livestock, because also livestock are not supposed to be rained on. The rain was so heavy, it was not supposed to be rained on. I hope and pray that everything is okay. It is just sad. Tomatoes are gone, pawpaws are gone, onions, the seeds that were sprinkled here have been swept away. We have nothing. Oh God, this is so bad. Now let's go down there to the river. I'm gonna walk. I know it's a little bit longer distance, but we just wanna see, because yesterday the water, you couldn't even cross the bridge. The water was overflowing on top of the bridge that is down there. It's on our way to my home. My home is not situated in Nyabohanse village exactly. It's on the outskirts of Nyabohanse village. So the bridge that we actually crossed 2 bridges to my home. So I saw like in some 2 videos it was flooded, because by that time normally I'm scared of the rain, not to pretend or something. Even when it rains, I don't know, I always just want to sleep. I don't want to hear it. So when it started, I was inside the house already. That is how much I'm scared of this much rain. Oh, I hadn't seen here. Look at this. So yesterday uncle came and planted some kales. Look at what the rain did. It was swept away. No mercy. The kales were swept away. There's nothing. Imagine this. He did this yesterday. I remember yesterday when I was at auntie's, he was like, let me go down there. The sun was very hot during the day. That was around 11. Let me go and check if I can plant something, because he was waiting for this. So he came and planted. He even left. You see the jembe is here. He's around. He's coming. He came this early. He looked at the land and he was so tired. And he came back at home. That is why he sent me here. He said, go down there and just look at that farm. You're not going to believe it. He's left the jembe and the panga over there. This is something else. Just pray to God that it doesn't happen again. I just pray to God that it doesn't happen again, because hey, I know it's not, I didn't plant anything, but I'm just seeing people on their land. I'm not gonna reflect them, maybe show them on camera, but I'm just seeing them around looking at their lands. It is so sad. People are holding waists, heads. It's like someone has died. I don't know if it carried some roofs of some other houses. Maybe we'll walk around and get to see, so that we keep you updated. Okay, let's go down there to the river. I'm gonna close this. It's heavy. Oh. Oh. I've just destroyed this one. I've hurt my hand. This thing has cut my hand. But this is God's plan. Guys, I'm trying to open them. Look at this. These are the rainstorms. You see the sun is out, but they are still not yet dried. They're here. You can see it's only that they are very dirty, but these are the storms. They are very cold. The entire of this part. This was so destructive. I was saying hi to some of our mamas. Actually, my auntie, she's like, oh, my home was destroyed. I'm like, oh, it's God's plan, or what should we call it? Just the weather. Now let's head to the river and see how it is, because on this other side, at least the road is still intact. I thought maybe we'll have right now a tiny road, because the water was flowing on these banks, but we thank God our road is still intact. We can pass. Now we go to the river and see how bad this is. Yeah. People are just wondering. It's like, okay, we've never experienced such a thing in the village. It rains, but it doesn't destroy like properties, plantations this much. It has never. So that's mother behind me. I don't know if she's drunk. She's like, show people what the rain has done to our farms. So I can see Musa up there. You can see me. Yeah, I think he's trying to check at his rooftop if it's okay. Oh, this is quite a disaster. Let's get down there. Oh, the owner of this land, of these sunflowers, hey, this village has been wrecked. It has been torn apart. Honestly, oh guys, don't think that I'm excited. No, I don't know. Sometimes I have mixed reactions. If it's something to cry, I can even laugh. I'm laughing, but tears are coming out. So I don't know if there are people out there who are like me. You're just confused. You don't know how to react because it's just overwhelming. Look at this. I think this is just, I hope Nasto is okay there. I'm not going there because I don't have, I didn't tell him I'll be passing by. I kind of think these sunflowers, I don't know if I'm allowed to go over there. You know the sunflowers, those black things, the sunflowers themselves, leave alone these husks or trunks. I don't know how to call them. They have been removed there, no? But if I go there, it will be trespassing, so I'm not gonna do that. Gosh, so he's not gonna harvest anything, like literally. Look at how clean it is. Oh, God have mercy on us. What did we do wrong? I think we might have wronged God in a certain way. That, oh, all in all, we pray to God that He have mercy on us. This is not an ordinary thing. It has never happened before. It was a havoc, a wrecking, like a disaster. I'm looking at over there, the river banks have been destroyed. We don't have river banks no more. The water is like, it was overflowing. Right now is early, that is why I want to take you there. I believe maybe you might have seen at Maros how the rain brought the water to his river. It was huge. So we want to see the thereafter. Today morning, it was yesterday. It's been like 12 to 13 hours. So you want to see how it is. If the water is still there, I want to give you the progress of how our village is doing. I can see our beautiful neighbor here also, who has some beautiful plantation and farm with pineapples, but it did what it did. At least now I can breathe. From the distance I can see the bridge is still intact. You know, there's a time we had a bridge on the other side of the road, just the same as this one, but it goes to Sirari. When it used to rain such as heavy as right now, the bridge was carried away. And you know, kids were supposed to go to school as normal because it was on a weekday, and the bridge was carried away. San, Mamba! That's my cousin. The bridge was carried away and people could not pass the water, and it stayed like for the longest time possible. You know, normally I haven't seen, even no matter how hard, how heavy it rains, I've never seen water stay on the river, like the excess water, for more than 24 hours, but it did. It was flowing that no one could cross over. That's Sakura. So sorry about that. So as I was telling you, if it rained and it found you on the other side of the river by that time, and you hadn't crossed to where you were going, you couldn't have passed, because that is how bad it was. But I thank the government around here, because at least they did a good job. They built us the bridge on the other side where it was carried away, and on this route to my way home, on my way to my home. Oh, English, Jesus. Even confused that English is not even yeah, that is just a by the way. But let's see how it is. And now this is now the good time for people to harvest sand by the road and by the river. Over there, the people are talking behind me are harvesting sand. So for other people, it is advantageous if you're more of a business person. We don't have banks, so the water was like overflowing here. You see these parts? This is water. It was overflowing and it was coming. These roots were not there that leads inside this river. They were not there. So the water has gone. Thank God. Thank God the water has gone. But you can imagine this water was flowing up to that other end there. And normally this is how, but it has increased a little bit. Normally it is just, you know, the normal water that we are used to. But I don't know if I can get down. I hope. Oh, I don't know if I can get down. Let's see. This. Oh, my goodness. Okay, that is a sign for me to stop over here. Look at what I've done. That is a sign for me to stop over here and stop interfering with nature. I respect that. All right, so water, it came, you see, it broke the banks. The water was all over this place. I wanted to show you this other side, but see, now I'm sleeping and I might fall and you guys will come and collect me inside this river. So the water, I think it was full because it was, yeah, here is just okay. And it's so miraculous how within 12 hours the water, the large water, or the large amount of water just disappeared like that. This is now what we have, but you can see it destroyed some. It carried this, I don't know, from that other side, or I think it broke the bush that was there and it carried it here. There was not this bush, it was a clear space where water would pass or flow with no any obstacle, but it broke, and this is what we have. So it broke the banks, but at least the water has gone down, and we thank God. There's a guy over there, I don't know what he wants. Let me just go back. So I just came over to show you. Let's check on this other side of the river, how it is. Kwani si nimekusalimia, shida yako ni nini?
Hapana, ukiwa busy na video.
Si uendelee na shughuli zako ama? You know he's drunk this early. You see how, look at that other side. So the water broke the banks and it went, this is where like it was large and it went to the other side of the road. And right now this water is so miraculous. It's acting normal as if it didn't do anything last night. Oh, let me wash my shoes. This water is now acting normal, like as if it did nothing. You can imagine this water was full, it was covering this area, like total. It was just covered. Actually, this is my favorite spot. I love coming here, I love passing on this side because it is on my route to my home. It is a route to my home. So normally when I come from home, I'm always passing here. And I wonder where the water went to. Where do you think the water is right now? Because it was a very big havoc, like it broke the banks, the water was all over, even to that other end. The water was there, like literally. And right now we don't have. Woo! It was over there. But all in all, we thank God because it has reduced. Meaning, I think our soil from our land, it doesn't carry. Hi. Well, I think the soil from our land, it sinks water. It doesn't stay with water for a long time. That is why. I'm trying to walk. Yeah, this is the current situation. So from a distance, this is how it looks like. It didn't destroy much because that forest is still intact, but on this other side it really swept. You see, you can tell even from the camera the water was overflowing on this side, and this is what filled the other side because there's a small river, but we have two rivers that connects and join one. I think that is why from Amara's video you notice there was a lot of water, so it connected from this river and the other river on that other side, the same as this one. So where it connects is just the river by Mara's home. That is why you would see that, and other places also. So other people complain, a lot of people have been complaining, you know, we have nothing, it's swept. Whew. God help us. I just wanted to see if the water was still there, because I imagined the other time it rained like this, it took away the bridge, it carried away the bridge. This time it didn't, meaning it was so strong. So the people who benefit are these people who harvest sand by the road. But I don't think if this is good. So like this person, they were harvesting, I don't know where they've gone to. They harvest sand by the road, you see. But I don't think if it's a good idea, because the banks or whatever, the edges, they keep on enlarging. So the next time we'll be passing here, if they'll continue harvesting water, it will be somewhere here, a very tiny road. Right now it is wide because I think bulldozers, those big trucks that plows, I don't know if it's plowing or making the road they did, the road, and now people come to harvest sand by the road. I think by the river will be good, but also harvesting sand by the river, it breaks the river banks, you know. I just pray that it doesn't happen again. The river is a bit far from home, but since I came from the other land of Chef Matiko, I decided to tour and see how our village is, to give you updates. For now, it's only plantations that have been destroyed a lot, and I've noticed a lot of fences, because walking here I've seen, I don't know, a Mayugnos fence is kind of altered. I don't know our cousin Nasto how he's doing over there. I hope he's good. I haven't seen anything bad, but the plantations, like the man who planted those sunflowers, I really feel bad for him. You know, this rain, the sunflower is kind of this way, so the black things, I don't know their name, kindly let me know down in the comment section. Those black things that are growing inside the sunflower, they were taken down all, and those are the things that they dry, and then they take them to a machine to now get the oil, the sunflower oil. And now he only has the husks, I don't know, the trunks or whatever. Sunflower tree is what he has right now. It is so sad. I just pray God give people strength, because woof. It is the first time that it has happened in the village, and I pray to God that it never happens again. I'm looking at this signpost over here. Agroecological service. Wow. Oh. But then I'm sorry about the other guy. He was drunk. I passed by and I thought maybe if I don't say hi, you know, I don't know if it's just a thing here in the village, but that is very bad. So I said hi, actually off camera, because I had to turn off the camera, because when I was filming heading that way, I had them saying, I want to say hi on this camera. So I don't have the, what is it called, remember this is Chef Matiko's channel, so you have to respect your boss. He's my boss. So I'm passing and they were like, want to say hi on this camera. They were talking loudly. I had to turn off the camera because I don't have the authorities, or I'm not being allowed to showcase everyone. I said hi to them instead, so that cut off the talking and anything. He said hi, and then I walked a few steps, and then I heard him shouting behind me, hey you girl, why are you so much in a hurry? He was drunk, together with the guy harvesting sand. I told him I was walking, so I don't see the difference of how I was walking and how I'm walking now. Don't you have time to say hi to us? But I've just said hi to you. Okay, he went, turned on the camera, continued what I was doing, and then he's coming and standing by the river looking at me down there. Why don't you come and say hi? You remember he's drunk, and I'm like, oh God, he's just a young man. But we just pray that alcohol doesn't consume a lot of young men here. Yeah. That is the sunflower land over the other side. I wish I could just show you how the sunflowers have been destroyed. I really feel so bad for the person. This truck here is going to harvest sand. That one right there is now going to harvest sand. the one that they've collected, because they've collected on two sides. One I didn't show. That is how other people benefit from disaster, from the disaster that we've just experienced. What this? Yeah, let's get home. I'm a bit tired.